Apex Transport, the reliable. It's been named. Okay, it's been renamed
These
from.
surveillance devices allow me to monitor you constantly. Please ignore them.
It's a old-timey camera. Cool. I can't get into that. Alright, I'll ignore them. You know, you can surveil me all you like. God, this ship is big.
If your equipment is in need of repair or modification, the Crux 2000 workbench is at your disposal, Captain.
Ooh, that's a shotgun. I want this weapon parts and I want this shotgun. Let's equip that. Item repair. Keeping your company gear in tip-top shape is expected and something you're carrying needs repair. You can repair weapons and armor at a workbench using weapon and armor parts to get them from breaking down unwanted items. I've got a lot of swords I could probably break down for parts. Alright. See, 73 DPS. I probably don't need this shovel. But I can look at it. It's remarkably well detailed. How do I break it down? Q to break down. Shall I? I don't see why not. Doesn't do it. Weapon parts return 3. I've got... How much can I sell these as well? Sell value 3.6 wallet. I've got 20. I could... 6.3, sorry. Correction. 6.5. Maybe I should keep these and sell them if I can. These are all exactly the same, right? I'll drop that in there. I guess I'll... Yeah. Maybe I'll keep these in... I'm not entirely certain. What needs repair, by the way? That's the pistol I've been using. Little crappy little pop shooter. Condition 1288 out of 1500, and the shotgun is condition 5%. 75 out of 1500. So if I go to this workbench, it allows you to repair, upgrade, and modify weapons and armor, keeping you combat ready and in tip-top shape at all times. On each screen, first select the weapon or armor item that you want to work on, then choose what you want to do to it. Repair it, break it down for parts, modify it with a mod or tinkered upgrade. Do I get... If I also try to break this down while I'm in here, do I get more while I'm in the workbench? Can't. Can't check. I've got another pistol here that has 100%. These do exactly the same thing. How do I... Okay, no, hang on, hold on. Repair. If I want to repair this, it'll cost almost all of my weapon parts that I have. Whereas this one will cost 6, this one costs 17. There's presumably like a ratio that you can figure out to determine whether or not it's like more worthwhile. Like, do you wait till the last minute before you repair it and it's more valuable? Because it seems like I'm spending more weapon parts per unit of damage here than I am here. That seems like a better outcome, even though it's using more parts. Overall, I'm gaining 10 damage as opposed to... This doesn't look very good, actually. Breakdown, I get +3. And this one gives me also +3. It's all the same, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Can I tinker with... I have insufficient bits. I have 20, I need 50 to tinker. Alright. Can I install a mod? Do I have anything to install? No. I guess I'll get them. I don't know if I want to sell them or not. Do I want to sell them? I don't know. Is it better to sell? Okay, these I can probably break down. Armor parts. 9.4 though. I'm gonna break these down for armor parts. Get them out of my inventory. You know what? Screw it. Keep 1 and 1 spare. I'm gonna head up here now. I'm gonna just poke around the ship first. Let's have a look. I want to go over here. This looks like it's a thing.
Want to be a brand new you? Try out our respecification machine. Alex installed it himself, right before he died.
I thought I was Alex now. Oh, you've lost the thing. Choosing to respec refunds all your skill. Price to respec will increase each time you use the machine. Okay, no, I do not want to do that, but I wanted to look at it.
The ship's engines cannot be powered until a replacement regulator has been properly installed.
So this is the power room. Okay. Neat. Let's head up here and see what's above the engine room. Kitchenette. Or kitchen. But it takes a second for him to get off the ladder there. Algae lager. Gourmet sultana fillets. Saltuna. You got more cameras, so you can watch us eat. Okay. Surprisingly, like, really sort of, like, modern, and these couches are quite, like, posh. Look at that. Oh, these are sealed. Are these, like,
These are
bedrooms?
The quarters. Alex preferred to travel alone, but he always had me.
Oh, you cared about him. You're sad about his death. I thought you were just sort of confused. But you're actually unhappy.
Due to catastrophic power failure, all doors will remain on security lockdown.
Okay, I guess I'll get a bedroom at some point. God, this ship is a little weirdly laid out. Sealed. And that's where that was. And that's the exit to the ship. I think I've been through all this I can go through now. Cool, but you know, it's a full ship, and I think I'll be flying this around, or at least, like, fast traveling using it. That's cool. I have a shotgun. It's not a very good shotgun, but it is a shotgun.
Say,
hello.
This wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
Ah, damn. Attack. I don't think, let's see how this goes. Really? After all, she didn't want me to patch up her friend. I don't have a job. She's gonna think I'm a marauder? You got it all wrong. I'm a Starship Safety Inspector. Yeah, alright. Let's panic. And try a lie.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Take care, Lieutenant. Yeah, I was inspecting the ship. Okay, I'm allowed to lie a little bit. I like the, I like to think that my character just sort of panicked there when she, I didn't quite know what to say and went, oh, safety inspector, and she was like, oh shit. That's where I'm going with that. It's just over this way. I can't really use that for now. I need better guns, obviously. It's the very early game. This pea shooter isn't going to do me any good. Is there a map? Edgewater literally is just right over there. I should explore, shouldn't I? That's the correct thing to do, but I don't know if I'm going to get caught somewhere I'm not supposed to be yet. Like this little camp here. Seems like it's going to have possibly people in it, and those people might object to me showing up. Yeah. You think? You think it's what? Let's head to Edge. You know what? I'm sure I'm not going to get. I'm going to get anywhere where I'm going to have a slightly better gun, and I can fight those guys prior to. That is a big boat. Look at that thing. I'm sure I'm going to have a chance to get a better weapon before I have to leave. So, but I'm going to have to go through this guy. You got any friends on you? Yeah, you're going to object to me. I'm going to let you attack me first. You can see me. Oh, there's a lot of you. Okay, there's quite a few more than I saw. Back off. Reload. Are you kidding? Okay. Interesting. Intriguing. Concerning.
These are the crew's quarters. Alex preferred to travel alone, but he always had me.
Sorry about that. I'm gonna have to do this again. Apparently, I'm really shitty at this game. I wasn't okay.
Say, this wouldn't
Yeah, I'm
happen
gonna go through this yada 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 yada. Safety inspector.
Edgewater. No, good.
Take care. Okay, onwards. Sorry if I seem a little acerbic. I just... Also, the sad music. There, I feel like the game's mocking me. I'm gonna have to go... Can I go around, perhaps? I need better weapons, surely. They do an absolute number on you. What if I go up and over? Just beeline. I need armor and I need weapons before I'm really able to do proper combat, because these guys are actually quite powerful, which makes a certain amount of sense. But this pea shooter is just not helping me. There's people down there. And also, you know, you gotta get used to a new system. I never claimed to be a pro. I swear to God, I shot that guy like 4 times directly in his chest and it didn't touch him. Corporate recruit. I'll have to go back through those guys, but it'll be fine. Right.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
Hello, Silas. I came from that way.
Don't go ambling
We can
out
talk
in
to
those
him.
hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
Yeah, I noticed. I saw that. We met. We're not friends. My pod crashed in the hills back there. How do you know I'm not around? My pod crashed in the hills back there.
Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices.
Never got your name. They pay you to chat with strangers? I'm Alex Hawthorne. I should probably pretend to be Alex Hawthorne, shouldn't I? No. Let's be real. That's just a polite fiction for Ada. Anyway, Alex Hawthorne's a smuggler. Let's introduce ourselves. Let's be polite. I'm Marcus Ashikaga.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's
Pleasant.
Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
They drive a certain level of loyalty into their workers, apparently. Junior in humor. Fancy title for a gravedigger. Who do I talk to about a power regulator?
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
You offering me a job, or... You offering me a job?
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
You're no shit a lol, aren't you? I recognize your voice all too well, buddy. You can't hide. God, between, like, this, Cyberpunk twice. God, he's in a lot of games recently. He's been all over the place. You're making people pay for their own graves, obviously. You know, I shouldn't be surprised about that. Why can't you collect these fees yourself? Let me ask you something else. Alright. Why can't you collect these fees yourself?
Quotas, mostly. Got a backlog of graves to fill. Bodies won't bury themselves, you know?
Do I want to be doing scare work for this guy? I'm not really here to make money, am I? I'm here to get what I need from this guy. We'll see. Maybe I'll come back to him. I'm sure you'll figure something out. Maybe, excuse me? Or should I ask him something else? Let's ask him something else. Let's see what there is to see. I'm not going to accept that job just yet. Maybe I'll come back to him if I happen to need money, you know. But you wouldn't walk into a town and immediately accept mercenary work from a gravedigger. If it's... Oh, shit, I'm not going to say that. That's just rude. You lose a lot of people to marauders?
Former people, yeah. Marauders been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards.
What are they after? Loot?
Oh no. They are after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property. If those marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, company's gonna duck my pay.
What are they taking the bodies for? How long have you been a junior in humor, gravedigger, whatever? Silas?
Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the one.
Yep.
All my life?
Figures.
It's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem's the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees.
Alright, I might come back to him and see if I can collect those fees later if I need to, but that's all for now. Maybe. Maybe I'll just have lost that. Hello, corporate trooper.
I could really go for some salt too.
Could you indeed? Well, I've got some in my shit. No, hang on. I shouldn't tell him that. The town of Edgewater, over the river. It's very pretty, isn't it? Look at that aurora up there. And a lot of planets in the skies. Well, 2. Possibly moons? That's a very big one. That one's a bit more reasonable. I mean, lots. I mean, yeah, I'm from Earth. Anything more than 1 is impressive. Oh, look at that. Cool. Can I go in here? I presume not. I shouldn't... Oh. Edgewater Cemetery discovered. Cool. No one's in here? This is Silas's office, perhaps? Steal. Okay, so it tells you if you're going to steal stuff. Keep that in mind. No need to steal anything just yet. I'm not going to be nicking everything I see. I might use this terminal. Oh, look at that retro tech. Lovely. God, CRT. What's the word for that? I know, like, retrofuturism. What's the one that specifically means CRTs? You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Edgewater Saltuna Cannery. Spacer's Choice Property. Terminal Access. Welcome, Junior in Humor. Oh, I'm reading his messages in inventory. Let's read his inventory logs. Burial invoice. Password required. Bypass. Got it. Hack used. 30 XP. Theodore Granger. Cause of expiration. Industrial accident. Successfully interred in gravesite 13F. Gravesite fees paid and accounted. In Humor's addendum, Teddy's corpse was missing a hand. Deducted 5 bits from the gravesite feed because I'm a kindly fellow. Well, you know, you can't say he's not doing his dues there. Let's not read his messages. I don't know why. I just feel wrong reading other people's messages. So I presume Silas will be in here occasionally. I can just go into places. That's cool. This door does not open. Alright, I guess I'm heading forward. Stop. Oh, transition to Edgewater. Very well. Emerald Vale. Oh, look at that postcard. I want an album of that. Alright, in we are. Can I holster my weapon? Let me check on that. Hold to holster. There we go. Hold R to holster. That's a little awkward, but there it is.
Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
Sick house, is it? Alright, I'll keep my distance. They're wearing a mask, you know. Good on them. Gentlemen, residents.
Have you rations yet?
Not yet. Oh, you're talking to each other. 2 whole cans. Everyone eats nothing but saltuna around here. Oh, let's not do that. What do we got? put that away. Not what I wanted to do. Life in the Vale got you down. Come and drink your misery away. So that's the, this is the cantina. Yeah, I should have backed up a bit. Why have they got, No, that's not fireworks. That's just a thing. Alright, I think first things first, you'd go to the cantina, have a look around. I'm expecting everyone, like, the music to stop and everyone to stare at me. Close the door. I don't live in a... I wasn't born in a barn. Talk to the bartender.
You read the latest report?
Only the part that said we ain't making our quotas.
If only McDevitt's folk hadn't abandoned us. Cannery could use those extra hands.
Just listening to this.
Nothing we can do about that.
Just listening in on these
Sure there
guys.
is. We can have another 0G.
Okay, that's a brew. I won't gonna steal anything. I'll talk
know you.
to the bartender. Amelia Kim. Excuse me?
I know every face that walks through those doors. Except yours. I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal,
You're gonna kick me out if I'm not part of Spacer's Choice? So, I could perception, charm, or... All I see is a bunch of drunk slugs and one ugly bartender. God help me. And what a fine establishment it is. Okay, I kind of want to charm her a bit. And what a fine establishment it is.
You really think so? That's kind of you. I've been trying to keep the floors clean. You got no idea how long it takes to scrub the tiles. Guess I misreckoned you. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to be curt.
That's not a
We
problem.
just got some problems lately. I can get you a drink if you'd like. Gotta ask you to enjoy your beverage within the premises, though. Can't risk you bringing a drink over to those deserters. You
Those
understand.
deserters? What's this about deserters? Filthy, horrible deserters from the company. What a bunch of absolute scoundrels.
Traitors. The lot of them. Bunch of folks decided they were tired of working and went out into the wilds to fend for their own selves. Town's already struggling to make quotas, even without that band of slackwits abandoning their posts. Bunch of lazy, shiftless rung leeches. Anyway, enough about them. What can I do for you?
I can trade. I want to talk to Reed. Where can I? Or just felt like chatting. Let's start with Reed.
Do you now? And what makes you think Mr. Thompson wants to talk to you? He's a busy man. You want to talk to Mr. Thompson, try ignoring your duties. He'll summon you up to that great big tower atop
Noted.
the cannery, and you'll get yourself a proper dressing down.
That's one way. I could get into his presence. Might not be necessarily the best way, though. You say that like it's a good thing. Is it? Okay.
It is a good thing. If you're not pulling your weight, you don't deserve to live here. Simple as that.
Fair enough. I'll have a drink.
Coming right up.
I wonder if I can afford any of them. Merchant skill is equal to the value of your best dialogue skill and is used to negotiate prices when buying and selling from vendors. Plain and pure water. Triptyaz. There's the 0G brew. Has alcohol, there's caffeinated, another caffeinated drink, and sugary drinks. Water without the hydrogen or the oxygen. That's... Well, dehydrated water tablets. That doesn't make any level of sense. Let me get a... Actually, can I sell? There's a 4% discount. Will you... If I sell you a sword, is that weird? On the first, like, me walking in and just, like, here, have this sword. Okay, here, have this sword. I'm gonna sell you that for a bit of money, and I'm gonna then buy a beer. One beer. You have insufficient bits. What, to buy? Don't I have... No, sell value. I was looking at that for the okay, so it costs 39 bits, and I only have 26. Huh. I genuinely thought it didn't... That's actually quite expensive, isn't it? If I sell you this other gun, I still won't have enough. Ah, I kind of fucked this up. I didn't know I didn't know I was quite that poor. I thought 26 would be enough for a beer. Seriously, for one? Okay, no, I see the prices now. It's a rip-off. That stuff had better be like liquid gold. I have this gun as well while I'm at it. I hope that's not the one I got equipped. I don't think I can buy back. Oh, I've got a music box. Does that have... Is this just like... Yeah, this is junk. I can sell you that. Here, have this canned meat. Canid meat. And this music box. Get it off my person. Now I've got enough to buy one beer. I said I was going to do it. This is a... I thought that was the total amount. So I've now bought a beer. And I'm going to drink it. I think. I'm trying to roleplay here. It's a little complicated. How do I... Now, how do I... Oh, that... Shit. Sorry. I am so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. Switch that to the primary, right? How do I scroll between consumables? I'm going to have to look at that. I can't apparently switch consumables. At least not in any way I can figure out. So I can't drink that beer I just spent almost all my money on completely unreasonably. Alright. I hit F. I automatically and instinctively pressed F to open a door. I don't know why. I shouldn't have done that. I just spent a thing. It's alright. I thought I'd gotten over that problem with it in a different position, but apparently I haven't gotten the difference between E and F. Hello, Esther Blaine. Can I talk to you?
Some time.
Just randomly chat to people? What is it that you do here?
Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
Alright. That's a horrifying job for you to do. In this whole thing about the free market, why do you need to figure out how much it costs to keep them? I suppose you're just tallying up. I guess I'll take that. Nobody's gonna mind. Yeah, I mean, it should, like, let the market figure itself out, but, you know, I suppose you gotta write the reports to see how much a worker is worth. I guess the sort of anti-capitalism thing can't really not be touched upon, and I'm someone who's a bit moderate, but generally supports free market economics. And I feel like this kind of undermines your argument when your counterpoint to free market economics is hyper-interventionist, even if it is corporate-based. Workbench discovered. Again, can I just take these? Look, okay, it doesn't say steal, so I guess I can just pick it up, and... I've got a terminal here. I'm gonna take my time and look around. Bypass shunt. That's a hacking method. What the hell was that? Got a workbench here. Mock apple cider. I'm kind of in a mood to take all of this. Where? What is that? That's someone's garage. I'm probably stealing from someone, like, some worker's family. The maintenance division. Of... Not a clue. I doubt this is communal. But you never know. Okay. Edgewater Salt Tuna Cannery. Spacer's Choice Property. Welcome, Holcomb P. There are currently 3 open trouble tickets. Yeah, I might come back to this one. I suppose I head to the town leader and see what it is I can say to him.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Let's eavesdrop.
Just between us, Wilson deserted. Lost his nerve.
All these deserters. It's shameful. They've all got to be cowards. There's nothing wrong with the working conditions around here.
Guess he didn't want to die in the sick house.
Wait. Ah, shit. I had some of the salt tuna.
You moron.
It's just salt tuna. That's all everyone eats here. Everyone's gonna have some serious dietary issues. I would like to speak with the leader, Mr. Reed. I'm just gonna go up to him and just barge into his office. This is gonna end really well. Holcomb.
The grease monkey.
I think I was in your office a second ago.
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The can's bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus,
Hello.
Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the
Do I interrupt this or do I listen to it?
Food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
What are you filling the cans with? God help us all.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning.
So this guy's a piece of shit, got it.
I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Are you Reed? I was told I should talk to you.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
I think you may have the wrong idea about me.
Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Yeah, this town seems completely, like, alien to the concept of visitors. I don't plan on... My ship needs repairs and I'm looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we've got is hooked up to the town transformer.
It's a good thing the mechanic was here.
Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
You're surprisingly helpful. Well, maybe. Very well, let's hear it.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power...
How mostly abandoned, Mr. Thompson?
Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
When you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are
squatters
people who live there.
Tell me what I need to do. I don't think these people will take kindly to losing their power. Marauders aren't people. Look, I don't think these people will take kindly to losing their power. That's what I'd say.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people live.
Now, are these people or marauders? Or deserters?
Former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Okay. You want me to solve your desert, but I charge by the head. I can't be mercenary particularly, can I? Because I've decided to go with a kind of naive idiot. Or naive nerd. Why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
None of what you're telling me is my problem. Can I maybe edge my way around getting it to be mine, or shall I say, how can I help? I don't blame these workers for walking out. Well, I don't think he's going to care about that in any case. It's not my business. I mean, I need this. So it is my problem, so it's the only way I'm going to get that regulator. How can I help?
My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab.
See if I can get them
Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Alright. How will I recognize her?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
I don't think she's going to be receptive. And if she doesn't want to come back?
That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
I'll see if I can charm her into heading back. I do need that thing, so I'll see what I can do to help you.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful.
You want to come with all of a sudden?
With you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented. And
this is my first
may prove
companion.
Useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Sure, I could use the company. I like people.
Great. I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Something like that. Let's get going. So, companions. You've gained a companion. I figured as much. They are characters that join you in your adventures and help in a variety of ways. Companions provide combat support. Their skills enhance yours. They increase your carrying capacity. This is apparently my best friend as well, according to the Steam achievements. They can unlock special companion combat abilities with the inspiration skill. I guess I'll get more used to that. Well, I guess we're hanging out together. What was your name? Pavati Holcomb? Holcomb Pavati? One of the two.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Alright, let's head down. Come along. You gonna get in the elevator? Okay, you're gonna sort of zoop in here. So, mechanic, eh? You fix a lot of interesting cars. I'm not very good at small talk.
Hey, mister, can we talk?
Okay, I thought you were gonna leave. Can we?
Got a sec?
Yeah, alright, fine.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me.
No, I just thought we should leave the building before we start talking
Mr.
shit.
Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
So you've got a different idea. Okay. This about the deserters, so what's the other side of it? Didn't exactly strike me as the most honest soul. If I want to deal with nuance, I wouldn't be this heavily armed. I'm not very heavily armed. What's the other side of it?
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Right. So, how shall we deal with them? Because I still need this thing if I want to leave the planet. So, we're going to need to get them back here, right? I'm sure the deserters are very fine people. How well did you know them? You work with them? You friends, or what?
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, get my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
Do you think you might have a way to get them out of there non-violently or non-exploitatively, ideally? Do you know this Adelaide Reed mentioned?
Miss McDevitt? Oh.
Adelaide
She
McDevitt.
was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson.
Until she had
All
a
I know
disagreement
is
with him, presumably?
She left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
Her son or their son, possibly? Maybe not, but, you know, that's the first thing that comes to mind. Why were they arguing?
Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt. If you can get out.
I'm not entirely sure if going around talking to people about their dead kids is the best way forward. I can't blame anyone for wanting to leave. This town has got issues. I mean, I have the feeling that's going to be a theme.
Life's hard here. especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Optional speak to the vicar. I suppose it couldn't hurt. What? I suppose it couldn't hurt. We'll stop by.
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it.
I agree.
That's what my dad used to say anyways.
I'm trying to be, like, kind of pleasant and nice about the whole thing. I don't want to be overly cynical, but I also don't want to be, like, a complete moron who just accepts what people say when they say it to him. Wow, that's very good. That's very pretty. Look at that. The cobblestones. Look, that's... Vicar Max. So you are going to follow me around, are you? Are you permanent, or you're probably not coming with me when I leave planet? If I leave planet. Presumably I'm going to. I've got a spaceship. Be weird not to use it. I might search around Edgewater a bit before I move onwards. There's the botanical lab. There's Vicar Max. I'll go there. I'll obviously speak to the vicar. I think I'm pretty confident I know what the disagreement is going to be along the lines of. But, you know, always good to hear everyone out so that I don't allow my character to fall behind on any particular issues. And
Sorry, I'll just be a minute.
I'll go have a poke around Edgewater for a bit before I head on.